I know what you're thinking, okay? Johnny Walker Dredd is making light of death threats against Rashad Richey. How could he do such a thing? Give me a break. Rashad Richey is the only person I know that could take threats against himself and his family and make it so stupid that it becomes funny. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dredd to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dredd Show.
All right, I know. Johnny Walker Dredd is being mean. Johnny Walker Dredd is being insensitive. Yeah, watch this.
Came home pretty late. And when I walked into my home, someone started to text message me threats. Let's put it at full mass. It started with Professor, question mark. I did not recognize the number, did not respond. That was at 10:15 p.m. At 10:18, Dr. Richey, question mark.
He calls him Professor and then Dr. Richey. I wonder who would send a text message to Rashad Richey and make sure to put in Professor and Doctor in it. That's a good question. You keep that rattling around inside your brain.
My response is, who is this? It's pretty late to be texting, right? Maybe I got the wrong number. Are you still in? And then they cite my personal home address. It's a decent little place, they said. I like the exterior. You know you have made it when you drive and then they name my vehicle at my personal residence.
So the person has his personal residence. I can almost guarantee you that Rashad Richey lives in a gated community, but okay. And notice the compliments about the house, of course.
And then they go on to say that part about how cops have no business being involved in tense situations is totally true. Do you agree? ADT, that's my security system. Very nice. Well, if you don't want to talk anymore, that's cool. I'm sure I'll see you sooner than later. Oh, and they name a family member of mine. I said hello. The second thought, never mind. I tell her.
I don't see a threat anywhere in there. It's creepy, and it could constitute stalking if it's repeated. However, at this point, if you went to the police and said, I want you to take action here, the police would come back and say, hey, look, there's no real threat stated here. And there really isn't. This is just a person trying to get under your skin, all right? Although I have a feeling I know who wrote this, but let's move on.
So let me say this. All you did was successfully make me upset.
Now remember what he said here. All you did was successfully make me upset.
Now, if you feel froggy, jump. My heart don't pump no Kool-Aid.
My heart don't pump no Kool-Aid? Okay.
I've been getting threats like this for years.
I love it when I caught him like that. He's been getting these threats for years, but for some reason, this is the one that made him go on and make a video about? Really? If he's been getting threats for years, I would have thought that he would have waited until he actually got a real threat.
I wear them as a badge of honor.
Yeah, you wear them as a badge of honor, which is why you created a video about him where you go, boo hoo 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 hoo. Some badge of honor.
Now, maybe you had some more intimate details about my physical surrounding. I didn't see you pull up. You see, here's what may shock you. I'm not a coward like yourself. I don't throw rocks, hide my hand. If I got something to say to you, I say it to you. I would say it to you in your face. I tell your mama.
Oh, wow, he's betrayed a lot here. First of all, this was supposed to be a threat against him and his family, right? But here he is trying to get into a verbal altercation over his YouTube channel. I would have thought the police would have said, hey, man, look, I mean, if your family is actually in danger, maybe don't go on and try to antagonize the person. You know, I don't think anybody would have thought what you're doing here is a good idea. Hey, it's one thing if they're only threatening you, okay? You can be as brave and tough as you want to be, but accordingly, they were threatening your family, and here you are antagonizing them, escalating it. Not a good move. And by the way, he also said, I'm going to tell your mama. He's betraying the fact that this is a kid. This is just some young kid trying to get under his skin. He says he didn't recognize the number, but it's pretty clear he knows who it is. Or he sent it himself. This looks like another Jussie Smollett deal. Hang tight.
Exactly what I said to you. Let's put up some of the other racist messages that.
Wait a minute, there was nothing racist about the first one. So how can you say, let's put up the other racist ones? He's trying to play the race card, but there was nothing in the first message that had anything to do with race. And in fact, that's the only reason why I think he might not have sent that to himself. I cannot imagine Rashad Richey passing up the chance to put in a phony race card. And the fact that there's no race mentioned or anything like that, maybe it was just some kid. We'll see.
That people spew here. Ben Lacey emailed me and said, why is this dumb Negro supporting BLM?
And by the way, putting his email address in there was probably not a good move. I went ahead and blacked it out.
N-word always cuts people off when they try to speak. Why does this fake N-word have guests if he's going to speak over them?
And by the way, the person, this Ben Lacey person, has a point. Why do you always talk over your guests? Why do you invite guests if you're going to talk over them, which you do? And then when they try to get a word in edgewise, you throw them off and then claim victory. That's how you debate people.
He must be of the gay lifestyle, which is, and then he utilizes another bigoted slur. Well, how about Carl Snyder, who said, you effing N-word, GDU, you filthy N-word again. You really need to hope you never meet me, you effing N-word thug. Gentlemen, your threats don't scare me. You're getting worked up in a tizzy.
Oh, they're getting worked up in a tizzy? Who said this?
All you did was successfully make me upset. Blood pressure going up. I understand something. You see, I'm going to respond to you in love. Love of myself.
Oh, that's not going to be hard. If there's one thing that Rashad has tons of, it's love for himself. It's instinctual with him.
Love of my family.
You don't seem to love your family too much since you are doing nothing but antagonizing somebody who threatened your family, supposedly.
Love of the communities that I support.
Black people.
Now, if you ever feel as if you need to, well, let's just say, jump wrong, I will give you a lesson that you will wear with you for the rest of your lives.
Yeah, right. A person who's really threatening your life and you're going to duke it out with them. What if this person is really dangerous? What if they have a gun? You didn't think this thing through. What police officer, if he's investigating this, would ever tell Rashad Richey, hey, what you should do is go on to YouTube and threaten the person back? That's always really effective, especially if the person is threatening your family. Yeah, great move here. But the reason why he can do it, though, is there was never a threat.
I promise you that. Ben?
I mean, you said it all right there, Doc.
Well, then we don't need to hear from you, do we?
You know, we live our lives in the public sphere and we do it in a way where we speak our minds and we stand up for what's right. I've received my fair share of threats as well. calling me every anti-Semitic slur in the book, saying that I should have been killed in gas chambers and they're glad my family was, and many things like
Give me a break.
this. It doesn't have the effect these people think it does. We know there's bad people out there. We know there's racist, bigoted people out there. That goes with the territory of life, sadly. All it does is make so clear how sad and disgusting and pitiful and pathetic these people are.
Oh, they're sad and disgusting? What about Rashad Richey? He's come onto this channel here just now and complained that people have been telling him where he lives and they know what his house looks like. But he had no trouble going on and telling everybody, all of his millions of viewers, where City Bike Karen worked, which department she worked, and divulging her name. He had no problem with that, even though you know very well that she was going to get death threats and all that kind of stuff from that kind of behavior. But he had no problem doing it, and I bet you 10 to 1 you support him. So I don't want to hear this crap about how betrodden you are because people are threatening you. You don't give a damn if people threaten those that you attack.
It has never once made you or I or anybody who speaks for what's right and true and good in this world stop or pause. It just makes us laugh at how absurd and ridiculous and sad and disgusting they are.
Oh yeah, you've been laughing all this time. I noticed that Rashad Richey is ha 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 about these threats. Really? Uh-huh. What did he say again? Let's go back.
All you did was successfully make me upset.
Right. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, and never, ever, ever believe anything that these assholes tell you.